system.
Thank you, sir. That's your 3 minutes. Yes, questions, Councillor Mahavik, you have 1 minute.
Thank you. What is the standard for Ontario standard or Toronto standard for how quickly you should be getting to your calls for, let's say, the majority, the 90 percentile cases?
I believe this was just changed very recently, but the standard that we usually work with is 9 minutes in a critical life-saving
9 minutes.
situation.
How often do you achieve 9 minutes?
I can't get you that statistics right now, but I can email them to you if you would like them.
Are you close even from what you know?
We're doing very good, and we're trying to be better and better all the time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Next deputant is Rehab Abbas, 165. Rehab Abbas. Rehab Abyss. Okay, we're going to go to, 166 done, 167 is done, 168 is done, 169, Chris Galligan. Hold on 1 second. No, you've already spoken, Susan. You already spoke. Okay, we went through this already. You've already spoke. No, you spoke, and that's, no, I'm sorry. Okay, and 168, Abdallah, he already spoke earlier on. So we're at 169. Chris Galligan? No. Susan, I let you speak. You can speak. Everyone can speak once. You had your time. You had just everyone else. Pardon? You cannot speak twice representing somebody else.
Mr. Mayor?
Chris Gilligan? Or Galligan? You're up next.
168 and 20 were traded.
No. Hold on. No. So you don't trade. This is not. Okay.
Pardon me. 168. What? Mr. Mamalidi? 168. Abdullah. He went number 20.
No, he went earlier on today, but his name is done. You don't trade. His name is off.
His name is 168.
Doesn't work like that, sir.
Sir. 168 went as number 20, and I'm here to represent number 20.
Okay, sir, it doesn't work like that. It's your name's on the list, okay? If you decide to take your name on the list, or you decide to make deals, whatever you did, I'm not quite sure, but I go by the list in front of me. So, yes, 166, 167, 168...
Can I represent 168, please? Because
No, 168 has already spoke, sir.
Seriously. I'm switching for 20.
Our next one is 169, Chris Galligan. Is Chris Galligan here?
Mr. Mayor, may I suggest that we allow this young man to...
No, that is not right. No. You know what? You might as well throw this list out. No.
Mr. Mayor?
Mr. Mayor, this has been an extremely long... Mr. Mayor, this has been an extremely long day, and the procedural matters of the council...
Councillor Wong Tam, you're a visiting guest. You do not have the right for a point of order or a point of personal privilege, okay? No, you do not. Okay? Is anybody... I'm saying no. I'm moving on to 169, Chris Galligan. If someone wants to challenge the chair, you can challenge me. Point of privilege. Yes, Councillor Mamalidi.
Mr. Mayor, I did earlier suggest that if these things do continue, that I will move a motion to disregard the rest of the deputations. This gentleman keeps sitting in his seat even though you've asked him not to, and you insist that we need to move on.
I've got the rules on dismissing a member, okay, or somebody from the public. I've got it here. I've warned everybody once.
I would ask that the deputant who's next move into the chair.
Shame.
Okay, so we're I'm at 169, Chris Galligan. Okay, no, there's no Chris. That's fine. We're moving on. 170, Lillian Yang, or Lillian Yange. I'm sorry. Is Lillian here? I don't see Lillian. Okay, we're moving to 171. William Pearson. 171. William Pearson.
I'm right here.
Okay, William, you have 3 minutes, sir, starting now.
I'd like to thank the committee for sitting through this. Mayor Rob Ford was on CP24 last week, and I saw him, so I decided to come down here and speak because the libraries are very important. I realize that if you guys don't make the $774 million in cuts, we're going to have property tax increases of 21%. And that $774 million is 8.25% of the budget. If you guys make 10% cuts across the board, then you guys will be able to cover that. However, libraries are important. Everyone says that they're willing to live with tax increases. Why don't they make donations to the city? Because some people can't afford tax increases. For some people, the property tax is the biggest part, is the biggest single bill which they have to pay through the year. The library is important because it provides access to information, and if everyone can get information...
Mr. Pearson, could you just wait for a second? Mr. Mayor, there's a lot of other conversations on. I'd like to hear this gentleman. If you could maybe roll back his time.
We're down to the short strokes, okay? I've got the rules in front of me.
Mayor,
last thing I want to do
his time is
ask
still
him
running.
To leave this room.
Could you stop the
I'll
deputy?
stop his time. I have warned everyone. You cannot disturb the speaker or interrupt. Everyone's had a warning. According to this, okay, so the one warning's out. The second warning is you're going to be dismissed. It's up to you. If you guys want to, I don't want to do that, but if someone wants to interrupt or dismiss us, you will be asked to leave. Okay? So thank you. So carry on.
All right, Mayor Ford, before you carry on.
Yes.
On a point of order. The gentleman that wouldn't leave the chair continues here in the room
Sir,
to antagonize. He twisted with our staff in here.
You know what?
That's not for this room. We can't go forward when that
Security, I'd like to ask that gentleman to please leave. We have warned him once.
Everything on your turn, of course. People are way too excited in here.
Okay.
May I speak?
Okay. Sir, can you please leave the room?
My time's not going, so...
Security. Paul, sit down. Security, can you please ask that man to remove, please?
All on there.
Yeah, yes, I'm asking you to remove. I've warned you once. The second time, I'm asking security to deal with you appropriately.
To your content.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's not taxes. It's savings without cutting service.
Okay, so go ahead, sir. You got 135. Thank you.
Libraries are important because they provide access to information. Only if voters can only make fully informed decisions if they can get access to all the information. Cuts to libraries are necessary in order to save the $774 million, but at the same time, who's going to pony up the 10% so that we don't have to make these cuts? I suggest that people who are gathered here today to save the library make donations.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Yes, Councillor Doucette, you have a minute.
I just have a very quick question. Sorry, I'm over here, this way. Are you aware that all our ABCs, our community centres and our AOCs have already actually made 10% discounts on their budgets?
I was not aware that they've already planned the 10% cuts for next year.
So a lot of our organisations have already done a 10% discount going forward on their budgets. So the library will also be looking at a 10%, just through efficiencies and through other areas.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Mahavik, next.
Yes. Are you aware as well that there is actually a Toronto Library Foundation, and they work very, very hard to raise money, but they don't come close to the money that is necessary to keep the system running?
I was, in fact, made aware while watching the meeting that such a foundation exists, and I did look at their budget, and it is indeed nowhere near it, which is why I'm suggesting that people who actually support the public library make donations, because it's the only way we can save it.
And if they don't have if they don't raise enough money, you're open to having the libraries cut?
We'll have to find some way, like, as minimal service, like hour cuts maybe a couple of the outreach, or an upfront fee for library cards. But I'm thinking that there's enough people in the city who support the libraries that if everyone donates something like $20, we can manage to save it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's one. Okay. Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you very much, sir. Okay.